Hey, the Comedy Kennel. We're back.
Uh-oh. Game time. We're back.
We're back.
You didn't ask for it, but we're still here. We're absolutely still here. So,
been a week.
Sorry, Mom, I guess is the real message off the top.
Yes. We made you listen to the first one. And
forcibly.
Yeah.
16 people we held down at Dull Fork Point.
Yes.
And forced them to watch it.
Once bitten, we'll see what happens. Like, that's not good.
Once bitten?
Once bitten, twice shy.
Once right.
This
Three times a lady. You guys know how we do it here at the Comedy Kennel. We make up phrases.
Yes.
Mainly.
This is going to be a good one. There's a lot's been going on
Hot
in the
one.
past week.
There's a lot going on in the house right now. So if you hear any chatter in the background, there's a reunion going on, a family reunion of mine.
Apparently. It's humans. It's not talking dogs.
No, I wish it was. I think that's next
cool.
week, actually, at our house. We've got that penciled in.
The dogs are playing poker.
They are, and they're very good poker players, really condescending, and, you really can't get a tell on them because they can't speak English.
No wild cards. No wild cards.
They can't call the cops either, which I love. They don't have thumbs.
So how's your week going, Matt?
Living the dream. Living the dream right now. Wednesday, had the day off today. Me and John had a chance to play some music together. Little news about us.
Yeah,
a little something about the two of us, not just the dogs. It's the dogs and us.
Yeah. Matt's like a metronome. Like he keeps a beat like a solid.
Like a metronome.
Thing on a
metronome. I think you said it off the top what it was. I think you called it right.
I gave it away too soon. Yeah, that could have been a better analogy.
We had a good time. We had some fun. Yeah. John really crushed those bongos. Tell you that much. Those bongos didn't stand a chance.
My hands hurt.
They didn't stand a chance at that real estate auction. They didn't stand a chance staying in that garage. Had a good time. It's bringing the thunder.
It was a good time.
You want to spend a day off,
Yeah. So the best part of editing the Comedy Kennel is putting clips in that my buddy Matt over here doesn't know about. So here is a secret filming of our dog that was playing in the band that we unfortunately had to get rid of and send off to this German lady in the video because we needed a little better human interaction of the band. So check him out, though. He's available. He does studio playing and all kinds of different stuff.
Dygtig. Det var stortrum. Godt. Stortrum.
Dogs. The dogs.
Like we always do. Yeah. It's mostly on our mind. We take a personal day.
I did not have the day off yesterday. I did. Or actually, was it yesterday? It was the day before yesterday. I had to go to the Denver.
Let's go with the first one. Let's go with Denver. I think that's going to be our main goal in the show is to get them to change the name of Denver to Denver because it sounds better. First off,
it is.
Flows out the tongue easier.
It's nice. It's the Denver Dumb Friends League. I had to go retrieve two dogs.
That is a tongue twister. I see why you did that. I see why that came off like that.
It's a great place.
Yeah.
They don't endorse us, but they
smartest
could
guy in the room?
if they'd like. But
we're working on their sponsorship. I got a couple of emails in.
Oh, yeah. I got some out.
So I use too many
big
big
words.
way to go
off the wagon, on the wagon, in, out, whatever.
I'm saying I want to be drunk at work. That's it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
On a wagon.
Preferably.
If
it's a possibility.
Depends on where you work, but, like... There were two dogs. This is crazy. And this happens. It doesn't happen that often, but they were... When you rescue a dog, you're supposed to, return it to that rescue if you can't take care of it.
Yeah.
And the other day, the Denver Friends League had...
You missed it the second time, too.
Yeah, I did. I know I can. It's crazy.
I'm with you.
I'm
not trying because I know I can't.
I wasn't good in school because I couldn't speak English. And I didn't qualify for ESOL classes.
They're like, you can't. Yeah. I speak Baltimore. You know what I mean? I'm a man of the streets.
Exactly.
I've seen people
I leave words out.
shanks.
Yeah. It's I pay it never, no mind, or something.
You don't pay it forward, I pay it backwards. I steal people's money.
But this one dog, literally, he was I don't know, maybe a little over a year.
Yeah, had some spunk.
Yeah, he was. He's probably
What are we working with? We're working with Doberman Pinscher. We're working with German Shepherd.
I'm not exactly sure. He's
Sheltie.
Seems some sort of hound-ish mixed, like with something bigger. But, I mean, this dog's got a lot of energy.
Yeah.
But he was returned for destructive behavior, apparently.
Really?
I don't know. Like, you're supposed to train a dog for that, I'm pretty sure.
I think that's on the owner. I think the destructive behavior is the owner not being instructive enough.
Exactly.
We doing it that way?
Yeah,
I think we are.
Exactly. We need
the brain works.
Instruction with no destruction. I don't know.
I was happy enough that I could have put that together, you know, and that's a goal for me. I don't think it was that big of anything, but, you know, it's the small challenges.
It is.
Much like what these owners went through with that dog.
Yeah. There was another one, too, this little guy named Joey. He's not that little, though.
I heard about Joey.
Like, he came in, and, like, we'll show, like, we got all kinds of stuff on our blog that goes along with this thing.
Plug the blog.
But,
what kind of blog are we working with?
It's the ComedyKennel.com.
Comedy Kennel blog.
Yeah, exactly.
Hit that.
So you can look up Joey. He sits weird.
He's doing it. Is what he's doing.
Yeah, like something happened. Like he was returned, but he was returned to someone else because he was adopted by the rescue.
Something shady. That sounds a little shady.
Yeah, and his back legs and his hips are all messed up. Like he either, like one of three things happened. Either has something genetic going on, or he was like something terrible happened to him, like hit by a car at a young age,
or something like that.
Or maybe like abused by somebody.
Yeah.
But he snarls if you pet his back. He's in bad shape.
Something happened. We're going to figure it out.
He's going to go to the vet.
Yeah, that's going to tell us what happened, and we're going to report back to you. It's going to be on the blog.
Yeah,
that's what it's going to be. We're going to update Joey's progress, see what we can get for him. Maybe get a fundraiser. We get a Kickstarter going for him.
Exactly. You know? Like Joey needs some
new Kickstarters.
I don't know. The Kickstarter, there's Kickstarter and there's You Caring. I think You Caring is the one that you.
I say we do both.
I'm not
sure. I say we do both. Meet in the middle.
I neither of them endorse us, but like we're working on
we got emails in. I got a bunch of emails in.
Ended.
Got a lot of no's back. A lot of no's. I appreciate the emails back, though. So.
Yeah. One owner relinquished, who we're saving. Feet on the floor. That's not why. And this is Caden. And that is, what's his name?
Joey.
Joey.
That's the name that we had for him.
Joey does not look like a beagle.
I would go foxhound if it was me.
Yeah, for size. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is called re-rescuing dogs. This is what we're doing here, re-rescuing 2 dogs.
Hi. Will you hold her real quick? I just want to
Yeah.
Apparently Red Robin doesn't want to sponsor Comedy Kennel, which I think is ridiculous because we love unlimited French fries as much as the next guy. You know what I mean?
Bottomless French fries for dogs. I don't know. A simple no would be okay. Not like don't come back to the store. You'll never get a balloon again.
Like a 4-page letter telling me never to contact you again, or we're going to take legal action. It's just a little much. I thought with every proposal letter you sent a photo of yourself in a provocative position.
I thought.
I went to business school. That's what they taught us in Missouri. So if I'm wrong, contact the Trulaskey School of Business, University of Missouri, Columbia.
Okay. I don't know. I heard there's always should be a Chase Lounge involved in your photo.
I usually have a guy that follows me around with one, but comedy's not paying what it never did.
Yeah. Well, those dogs, those poor dogs, they got one over at my place. It's it's got some issues going on.
What's that dog's name?
It snarls. That's Joey.
So you got Joey.
I got Joey. He looks like a beagle, but like beyond the size of a beagle, like a Brittany Spaniel mixed with a beagle or a foxhound. I don't know. Something disturbing.
Something almost. A little bit of spice in him.
Yeah, because if you have to picture how they make those dogs, like it's like what's going on there? Like, what was the opportunity?
I don't want to see footage. I trust nature enough. You know what I mean? I've trusted nature for a long time.
Yeah. Our fans just left. Hopefully, they're going to bring food back.
They walked out. They were very angry. They didn't like how real the podcast was getting, first off, which I can understand because we tackle the issues here. We're not just here to sugarcoat it. You know what I mean? We're here to delve in, to really get into it.
We get
really
facts.
see what we can find inside of it.
The facts of the matter.
And by it, we mean dogs.
Yeah. Whatever it dog is. Like, some dogs look like an it. We got a dog at the rescue I work with that is a Chinese crested.
What?
It looks like a chicken hawk. I don't know. Like, it doesn't look like a bird. I mean, it does look like a bird. It doesn't look like a
That
dog.
name alone is really coming in hot. It's
Chinese crested. Yeah.
Crested. I thought you said crusted, which I was like, that dog sounds delicious. I'm saying, like, if I went to a fine restaurant, if I saw Chinese crust on there, I'd be like, I'm giving it a shot. You know, they know how to crust over there, and I think we all know that.
Yeah, like, I don't know, like, there's a lot of weird breeds we have. We got these two dogs that they said they were, I don't know, carrying terriers. I don't know anything about terriers. Terriers scare me a little bit.
They got a lot of energy. They're pretty quick.
And a lot of different things are terriers. What makes a terrier? We should research that.
I mean, I think
someone should tell
that
us.
Could be in the movie My Dog Skip, right? Isn't that the one
maybe
where the little terrier saved the boy's life?
Is that the one with the kid from the Wonder Years?
I'm gonna say that we're both right, and just like the movie that we hope it is. And if not, we're gonna make it. We're gonna shoot it. We're gonna put it on the blog. You know what I mean?
Well,
we got a green screen now. We can do this.
Exactly.
I have too many dog costumes around here.
My dog Skip. What was that one? Because of Winn-Dixie? You ever see that movie?
I think that
That's
on
heartwarming.
Netflix now. I think it just got uploaded. I haven't been in the right mind state to watch that one yet.
Because of Winn-Dixie too. Like the re-rescue?
I just think they do, you know, there's always a sad moment in those movies. It's just a little much if you're not really in the mood to just shed a couple, you know?
Yeah.
Just kind of let them loose.
You always have to cry at something. And the father usually doesn't understand. And I feel like as a dog owner, I've rescued a dog. I've worked in a dog rescue. It's like, I understand. Like, you know, why do you have to make us look like I don't know, like terrible people?
Because you're not.
Yeah.
You're good people.
Yeah,
Every
sometimes
good
it's
person
the
needs
neighbor.
A good cry.
Yeah.
I tend to cry to children's movies. I feel like it soothes me better.
Yeah.
It's lighter, you know?
It's weird when you're in the theater alone crying.
No, that is the most terrible part, but that is why you don't go to AMC anymore. Because
Right.
apparently we have a retainer on a bunch of lawyers.
Yeah. So,
Hashtag hurt.
yeah. I was reading before there was a dog sold in China. It was for $2 million. $2 million.
How much that thing weigh?
I could look into that. Like it's a Tiberian Mastiff puppy.
Tiberian?
Tiberian.
I knew a guy named Tiberian. He was from Harlem one time.
Was he a boxer?
No, he wasn't. He ran a CrossFit gym. He was great. So go visit him down on 39th in Crimson, which is a cross section that has never existed.
This dog, I know a Mastiff is a huge dog.
That's a big boy right there.
Tiberian Husky.
Tiberian sounds like a mountain somewhere that the dog grew up on, just eating birds.
I would think Tibet, maybe.
Birds' eggs, and they got strong on that. Learned to climb down.
It was
which
China.
Is not easy for a dog to do with no thumbs.
Here's a picture. You guys can't see this picture, but here's a picture of what a Tiberian Husky looks like.
I see a grilled cheese sandwich, and an ad just came down. All I see is, that actually segues into our topic of just Kraft sent us an email back, guys. Kraft got back to us, and Velveeta is actually sponsoring us.
That's what you get when you get an iPhone made by a fruit
That looks
company.
like probably 100. Yeah, that's a good looking animal right there.
I don't think there's a lot of these around. Let's see. I mean, there's got to be a
It
news
looks like they'd be fun. Probably pretty low energy dogs because they're so big.
Probably help eat your kids, possibly. You probably shouldn't have small children with a dog like that around.
Oh, okay. For a second, I thought you said help beat your kids. I was like, that is not what we want to cover on this podcast. That is the actual reason that we started those other 12 podcasts.
There's nothing to do with that here.
No, this is about the dogs. You're paying $2 million, which I think is a little excessive.
Here,
myself.
In Beijing, a Tiberian Mastiff puppy has been sold in China for almost $2 million. A report said Wednesday in what could be the most expensive dog sale ever. Seriously?
Can I say something real quick? You're really good at reading. The news, I like the cadence of it coming off.
I used to get really nervous
and
and
the
Seder.
Tiberian Husky said, "Don't bark at me."
I used to, do you like reading out loud? I hate reading out loud.
No, it's terrible, especially if you don't know the things that you're reading. If you haven't worked on them, they all come out horrifically. I think for everybody, some people get good at it.
Well,
if you read a lot, like you're a librarian. They're
I had
probably
to,
real good at it and are.
every year for the Passover Seder, you got the thing, like they got the leader and the participant and like whatever, and like you got to read. So I'd count the people to see what part I was, and then I'd like practice it because I was afraid to read
Heck
out
yeah.
loud. Yeah, it was.
You crushed
it was
every time,
terrifying.
I'm sure, because practice.
No, I was terrible.
Yeah.
It was awful. It was terrible.
Well,
like,
now you're crushing. You know what I mean?
I should have known
Now
the
we get to
story.
go out to Devon's smoking pub and not be
Right.
nervous to tell jokes
Exactly.
and realize why the United States of America is crumbling.
Oh wait, you know what? They paid 12 million yen, which is the equivalent of 1.9 million dollars.
Oh, so they got a deal. They got a little deal. That's not bad.
It's 1 year old.
I would have said how much is it if I just pay cash? You know what I mean?
Look at that
I'm
word.
not financing those dogs.
Look at that word they use there. That's a nice one.
Luxury pet.
Luxury pet.
Yeah, that is
Like-
a luxury pet. It's a lot. It's half lion's blood. It's pretty cool.
That's crazy. That's a lot of money to spend on a dog.
I've always wanted to have half lion's blood. I think that would just make me a little bit more ferocious in life.
Yeah. I don't know. Like
In the most humane way possible.
it's like dog blood. I don't know. Like we had a dog come in the other day. This dog, like he's super cool. I got this thing I'm doing where I'm trying to name 6 hounds, the 6 original members of the band Widespread Panic.
Oh, nice.
And I've got like JoJo. He was my first one. He was my first foster I ever had. That dog was flawless. He was the coolest dog ever. He was a coonhound mix, and he got adopted within like a couple weeks, and he lives with a couple kids. And they kept his name, and they like Widespread Panic apparently.
I just love how you have like a to-do list. Like it's like laundry, pay rent, figure out what dogs remind me of Widespread Panic members. You know what I mean? It's like the priority list. Like that's 3, obviously, but like 4 is like eat. Because that all needs to happen.
It works. Well, I got this guy John Bell.
Yeah.
He's, I mean, it's a weird. Like I was having a conversation
JB.
earlier the day, like at the adoption event. This was really like kind of weird. This kid was sitting there, and the mother said, "Hunter, come here." And I said, "Oh, Hunter. That dog's name's Hunter."
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, and I said to him, I was like, "Nobody's ever named a dog John before." Mm-hmm. But I didn't realize that I named the dog John, and he was coming later. Like, because I did.
Yeah.
That's how much I think. Like, really.
I think dogs, you need to bring them down to earth a little, even more. You know, I think John just probably didn't have as much of a punch. You know.
Well,
And if there's a bunch of hunters around, they're all dogs, and she gets attacked by dogs.
well, yeah. I don't know. This guy, he's there was a JoJo, a Sonny, and this guy's John Bell. He's good. I was at the animal hospital the other day. He was going to get neutered.
Mm-hmm.
He just came into town, so the first thing he had to do was get his balls cut off. I mean, unfortunately.
That's what happened right when I moved to Denver in May.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a mandatory meeting you must go to.
Yeah,
it's that happened. So I'm happy for it.
I don't know. Like
My girlfriend was mad she had to give them to those people though. So
yeah, I mean, keep a necklace.
she
at
loved
least.
them. But
Something. A
we only
locket.
got to lose something.
But yeah, this guy, he went to get neutered, and the woman, because I was dropping him off, and his name's John Bell, and we're like, I'm assuming he's gonna be JB, like, which is a cool.
Yeah, I think
dog
JB
name.
Smooth out there,
Yeah.
just doing the Lord's work, just
Yeah,
crushing
doing
all the
Lord's work.
time.
Yeah,
I got an email into him. I'm hoping he gets back to me soon.
Yeah.
Just a little small sponsorship deal.
Widespread Panic can do the fundraiser. That would be
Yeah.
nice. That would be good.
They
Except for all those people that claim they don't like jam bands, but
Yeah.
yeah. But they do.
They
just
do.
don't know
One
it.
half of this podcast is not a
Exactly.
fan of the jam bands. One half of the podcast likes lyrics.
Yeah, we're gonna have an interview though with the woman who, because JB's got actually a story, like a backstory.
Yeah.
And he was in Texas, and there's a woman. Her name's
state.
Marie, and we're gonna have an interview with her, where Marie like was driving by this dog for a couple months and was tied up outside of a house.
Yeah.
And then she had to somehow negotiate getting this dog, and she saved it. And it
She
was
Lone Rangered it. She just
Yeah,
did it. One woman
exactly.
team, independent woman taking
Yeah,
it down for
exactly.
everyone.
Yeah, Jennifer and I,
her.
we're going to do an interview with her, so we're going to plug that in at
fantastic.
some point.
Good for her.
Yeah, but it's
Somebody needs to make sure, that the animals are being protected. I mean, everybody always thinks somebody else is going to take care of it, but it can't be you, and it should be you.
well, I mean, the fact that she commandeered this dog, like basically,
I'm sure it wasn't easy. I'm sure it was not easy just to go take that dog.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We'll see on the
takes some
interview.
courage.
She'll tell us.
Yeah.
But she did another dog.
She's like, it was the easiest thing I've ever done.
Right.
She's like, really? He actually just walked out and he got in my car, so it wasn't.
It's like the dog wanted to come. I had to tase the dude that had.
Yeah.
He was yelling at me. But I mean,
just kind of wanted to tase him anyway.
Yeah, you should be allowed to just take a dog away from somebody who's doing something horrible to it.
I mean, I think we all know that, you've taken several TVs off people, you know what I mean, with them not asking. So I think it's similar. Don't commit crimes.
Don't lewd. But
that's an extreme circumstance. I think you should absolutely be able to take that dog. I mean, if you see it being mistreated all the time like that,
I'm pretty sure a dog in this room farted, possibly.
I thought we agreed not to talk about that.
Oh,
I thought that was kind of that was the reason we started this podcast.
Yeah,
was to agree to not talk about
agree
dog
not
farts.
talking about dog farts. The other cool thing, John Bell, he when he came to town, he's the third of the hounds. There's a few more hounds that I want to save. There's 3 more members. I don't want to have any disrespect for the band, but there's not going to be a Jimmy Herring. I don't know if you're a Widespread Panic fan.
Why not?
I'm not. I don't know. He's not. He doesn't look like a hound. He looks more like a wizard.
Well, you heard it first out there. You heard it first, Mr. Herring. What you look like?
You look like a wizard.
You look like a wizard fish, a wizard salted fish.
If we become a lizard rescue or something where you can
trying to
name
get
a wizard lizard or whatever, we got
a couple actually hard copy letters out for that to see if we can get into the lizard game.
Yeah.
It's a tough game to get into. A lot of people talk like they can, but when it comes down to it, the licensing alone, very expensive.
It is. It's hard to get a podcast attacked.
Yeah.
I don't know. So this guy, the Olympic guy that saved the Sochi dogs, is he from Denver?
We had one. David Backus was one. He was out of St. Louis. Guilty. What are we doing? What's happening? Where's that? That's where I'm from.
I got a guy named
St. Louis. David Backus for the Blues, saving the dogs because he's a gentleman. Had them flown over on a private jet. First class treatment. A lot of people were upset when they were in coach seeing dogs in first class. But that's what happens when you don't have a struggle in your life. You can afford coach. You're doing okay. These dogs have been through a lot. Let's get them first class. Let's get them what they deserve. Some VUV.
Was it United? They could fly Economy Plus. They get an extra 4 inches.
They got extra inches, and they also got miles for it too. It was reimbursed. Yeah, it was a good deal for them. So they can fly back whenever they want. Once Sochi gets cleaned up, go back, see how.
They probably got assigned seats too. They didn't have to wait. One dog was C49 and the other one was B18.
A lot of those dogs are horrible with numbers, but we tried. We with ongoing training, we'll get them there.
Yeah, numerology.
I'm confident, but St. Louis helping the dogs, a hockey team, putting a puck in the net for the pups.
Well, there's another guy, Gus Kenworth. He was an Olympic medalist, I guess. He's got a bunch of dogs. There's an article about him. And apparently, Katherine Heigl.
Heigl doing that?
Not an Olympian, but doing something for the dogs.
Good for her, because I saw an article a while back about how she was kind of hurting for money. It wasn't flowing downhill as much as it should be for her.
Yeah, well, I saw that she was kind of an ass, and that might have been what happened.
I mean, we're not trying to spread rumors about her, okay? John's readjusting right there.
I never
leg out. That was very graceful.
What was she on?
She's done it all.
Grey's Anatomy?
She's done it all. Grey's Anatomy crushing.
Yeah.
A couple of hundred episodes.
That's
she was on that movie with Seth Rogen. Knocked Up.
One, yeah.
Thank you.
So she's kind of loose. Why would you can't trust her with the dogs?
Now you're calling her loose. Come on, she's doing good stuff for the dogs. That's not what we're trying to get at on.
Yeah, no, Katherine Heigl. Thank you. I heard.
Hashtag appreciate it.
Yeah.
Hashtag arugula, as always.
What breed do you think she's into?
I think she's into them all because she likes to help the dogs. I think she's just on the forefront of just using her celebrity. First, Sarah McLachlan, helping them out.
I'm gonna start
Heigl.
I'm gonna start a hound-ish rescue. I already started with the other thing, but then I don't think I want to stop there. There's a lot of other people you can name hounds after. If you name anything after anybody on Duck Dynasty, I bet it gets adopted within minutes.
Yeah, I always hate calling dogs racist, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Extremely racist.
Even though they're actually bred to chase ducks, they're the kind of dogs they should have, like a hound.
Yeah, but I don't think they were making fun of the ducks.
Yeah, they probably weren't. Like, is that like what's Walmart gonna
Which
do?
I'd be pissed off too.
Like everything. Like anywhere you go, there's Duck Dynasty stuff. Like
They branded it right. They Larry Cable Guyed it from the start.
Exactly. Did he have something to do with it?
I'm sure he helped out. I'm sure they got in touch with the same people. I think that's kind of a pretty slim marketing niche.
That is slim. I don't know.
What? Huh? Huh?
So,
Skip?
anybody else? Anybody else saving dogs? Like.
Are you just trying to segue us into something? What are you trying to segue us into?
I'm filling time.
This
here.
is you filling time. We can come up with something.
Yeah. What? Man, how about the like funny things that have happened this week? There should be some funny. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's do the trivia. There's a trivia question.
I don't even think we know the answer to, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have to research this
John
too.
does all the research. I'm the wild card.
I've got a
come
week.
in hot, knowing nothing, and just try not to be upsetting to people.
Yeah, like so.
Which is my goal. I think I've failed today.
We're not going to reveal this, but again, we're going to have to listen to it so we remember that
we're not
going to
edit this. You mean?
Yeah, we're not going to edit it. But the newest dog that's like pedigreed for like the dog show. Or whatever.
Yeah, the New York Dog Show.
Yeah, if anybody knows the answer to that,
I think that's what it's called, right?
Yeah, send us a tweet message or something.
Somebody gets real pissed. You call it the New York Dog Show.
What? Yeah, what is it?
It's like the Westchester dog breed specification special competition.
You ever see that
championship?
What is that? Best in Show?
Yeah,
that's a good movie. That's some good shit.
We absolutely did not get sponsored by them. They didn't even have an email address for me to send anything to.
I don't know. I think it was just a movie. I think it's over and like nobody pays attention. Nobody goes to the inbox anymore for.
You can always hope, though.
Best in Show.
You can always hope.
That like, could you imagine like how many abandoned email boxes are out there because whatever they had like
with me personally, 67.
Yeah.
Right now.
I don't know.
But I like all that. I like all the names that I had, so I got to keep. I mean, I'm not giving up that at Netscape. That easy.
You see that every once in a while, and you know that person must be old or like inherited an
or
email
if they're
address.
young, that's just super terrifying.
Yeah, like their parents wouldn't let them use the internet, and they somehow
like they've never aged.
That is terrifying. You ever see somebody that's never aged?
I'm sure I have. I think they're called babies, right? Like right when they're born, they're never aged yet.
Like little babies, always babies.
Are we just filling time?
Yeah.
Do you want me to come up with a little?
What are we doing here? It's like take the personality into the show.
Oh, the topical thing. What's your deal about clipped ears, man?
Clipped ears on dogs?
Yeah, I think it's bullshit.
I don't like it. I think Dobermans look better.
They look better with. I see. I can see the argument for like the aesthetic look. I think it looks a little bit better, honestly. But like the clipped tail, I think is baloney. But like, there's a bunch of health things that go into it, right?
Yeah, I'd imagine that's something we should actually get our expert to
because like
chime
you see
in
a little
on.
puppy with like clipped ears, you're like the dude that dog's not having a good time. Maybe if it gets doggy painkillers, but then it's just sleepy all the time and can't puppy around,
Like, there was a guy that came in the other day because we had these Rottweiler mixes, and he said, "How old's this dog?" And we said, "I don't know, 9 weeks old." And he said, "Is it too late to dock his tail?" I'm like, "I don't know. Would you want to get circumcised at like, I don't know, whatever like age that would be?
Probably like age 5 or something.
Yeah,
something like that.
Like that's not good. Like I don't know why. Like I don't know why they'd want to dock their tail.
It's a look thing. I think aesthetically, and I think people think that. But that's where my thing is. I think we need to look into this maybe a little bit and see like why did it come in? It's not like for any. I think it's just aesthetics.
Is it fight? Like was it fight? No, because like the Westminster Dog Show. That's what it's called.
They all got to be clipped up there.
Yeah, like but they like some of them have the tail, some don't. Yeah. How about the poodles in that show? Those guys are crazy. You ever see a poodle that's not like trimmed down and all? Like they look like sheep.
They're terrifying.
Like they're good looking. I like them.
Some poodles are mean too. You get a mean poodle, man. You're not.
The
that's
little
not a
ones.
good day.
The Tigre. It's like the smaller the poodle, the meaner
small ones
it
have
gets.
a lot of attitude.
Yeah.
Pretty similar to the Chihuahua. I think a lot of the smaller breeds get a lot of the sass. It's kind of a. They don't get the street smarts, but they get the sass smarts.
Yeah, I don't know. They're that gets bad with those little
too
dogs.
Much attitude.
Yeah, they think that they're like tough, but they're not. They're like dogs. Like the bigger the dog, the smaller they think they are.
Mm-hmm.
Like
and they start trouble, and then their owner looks at you like it's crazy, but it's like your dog initiated all of it.
Yeah.
My dog was over here smoking cigarettes with me.
My dog gets really pissy about, like, if you get near the ball. Mm-hmm. So if she's out and there's a bunch of dogs around, she'll actually hold the ball in her mouth and poop. Like, so it looks funny. It makes for a great picture.
I think that's cute. I think that's cuter, than pooping without it. I think, why not? You know what I mean? Like, that's so cute. That's such a good picture. Yeah. That's like a great picture to put on a card with a caption that says, "Never stop playing," or "Never stop being young," or something like that. I think the first one might have been a little better.
Yeah,
I think both of them were horrible.
Yeah.
I think even if I thought of that one for a long time, I don't know if I'd get it. I'm not good at captions.
Speaking of balls, did you hear from Bob Barker? Did he
Bob
get back
Barker,
to you?
I've got one of his assistants wrote me back. One of his assistants sent me. It's a preliminary letter / restraining order. Again, it's like how many. I get it that you don't want to stay in contact with me, but also, it's like if I'm in L.A., I'm going to be near your house regardless. So I'm in California.
I'm doing a tour.
I can see through your front window. So, I'm sure his lawyers are listening to this, as they always do. And, please take those down because no matter what legal means you go through, they will not be affected.
Drew Carey, I'm just hoping he just hears this at
Love
some
Drew
point.
Carey. Love him to death. He's doing a lot of good work for dogs. Really appreciate him for that.
Yeah, we're trying to get him more on
his
board.
Stance.
Yeah. But
he won't email us back.
Yeah, Price is Right. All I'm saying is, work the late shift. It's worth seeing the Price is Right. It's better than what's on late at night.
I did get Bennigan's to contact us on Twitter the other day, though, which was really good.
I was trying for Fuddruckers, but
Bennigan's hit us back on the Comedy Kennel. So
were they sorry we went out of business?
We got some coupon deals. They said we kind of like that joke that you tweeted at us. Is what they said.
What about the Chili's? We can get some Chili's.
Chili's To Go is going to sponsor us, but Chili's, the actual restaurant, will have nothing to do with us because of the dog thing. It's just a straight insurance game for them.
It is that's not going to be.
But maybe one of these days, I'm thinking, these spots that are dog friendly will come on board. Like airplanes, taxi cabs, gymnasiums.
How about those bouncy
public
places?
bathhouses.
Public bathhouses.
Racetracks.
What about those places that with the inflatables where the kids bounce around all over the place?
That's the same rule as that I've always had with those places, which it's been my least favorite rule. No cigarettes, no dogs. Well, it's always two rules they have, and I'm not ashamed to say that I've broken both of them. You know what I mean? I wish I could say that I didn't, but sometimes you got to be honest.
How'd you break the rules?
I snuck several dogs in there. I was meeting a couple of people at a quinceañera at the bounce house, and snuck a couple of Rottweilers in there. Just had a ball. Just threw a couple steaks around and just let them do their thing.
Well, that's
the kids loved it. The kids were absolutely enthralled with it.
Dude, there's nothing more fun than a dog at a bounce house.
I wish I could say there was something better, but I've never seen it myself.
I mean, they just like to have fun.
I've heard of some stuff, but I really, I haven't seen it. So it's kind of is that, better? I don't think so. We'll see if John gets any emails right now. I'm trying to find some of the latest and greatest news. Did your outline sheet run a little short?
It's shorter than I thought it was. That's.
Do we just burn? We were just burning through.
Or burning
time
through
like that.
We've got the time on the things in military millisecond time or something.
What does that mean? What time are we at?
I'm not really sure. I can't.
You can tell from up top, right?
Possibly.
This is a professional podcast, people. This is why we do this, because we want to bring our professionalism into your front room. We want to break down that door between, are these guys doing a podcast and thinking that it's something great and amazing, or are they doing a podcast while a dog is humping John's leg and we don't know how much time we've done?
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to be that professional. Our level of professionalism, as I've always had in the service industry, is all I want is people to think is that guy gave me the best 70% service I've ever seen in my life. So that's what we're trying to do with this podcast. We're trying to give you the best 70% podcast imaginable. And I think we're probably not doing it right now. I think we're probably at around 63, 64, but not bad for the second one.
Yeah, like converting over to the Macintosh from the PC is confusing.
That's tough. That's tough. A lot of people said it couldn't be done.
Yeah, my parents almost got a divorce over it.
My parents actually did, and I'm glad. That's actually why there was another reason why we started this, because we can meet in the middle about what Mac has done for us, which is ruin relationships.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like we're at 1,016 seconds, maybe.
I think we've done. I think we've probably done 40.
Can you think
40,
so?
45.
You think we can convert that?
I don't know what that means, but I'd probably say yes. And I'm just hoping that everybody out there is thinking to help the dogs out, because that's what we're here for. We're here to help the dogs.
Yeah, we're
not just here to spit it out.
We're like, you can adopt a dog, like, if you'd like. We've got a fun adoption event coming up this weekend.
Yeah, promote that. What do we got coming up?
There's the rescue I work with is at the Petco in Lakewood.
Petco, huh?
Yeah, we got all kinds of fun dogs coming in. Like this week, we name them famous dogs, and I think we got a Jerry Seinfeld and an Elaine. But I think the person that named them, because it's kind of funny. I don't know if they knew Elaine's last name. Maybe they did. I think Kramer's just named Kramer. There's no Cosmo. Spoiler alert, if you don't want to watch the first 5 seasons to find out what Kramer's last name is.
What is his last name?
First name.
Cosmo Kramer?
Cosmo, first name. Yeah.
We tried to get him on as a sponsor of the show. I got a really, really feisty message back from him. I pretty much just said no. So, Kramer, we're still ready for you. We're not hating. We love you to death. And whenever you're ready to come for us, we're ready for you. So
I don't know if he's ready. Is he back? Did he get?
He's back.
Did he
He's back. Everybody's
his...
getting back. He's coming back. He's coming back around, and people love him. They always do. And it's just you kind of got to put a positive spin on it. That was a late show,
Yeah.
That was a late show. He was tired from the day. It was a sunny day that day. It was kind of hot out. Everybody had a tough day that day. So you can only go so far. I just last week thought I was losing my mind. You know what I mean? So it's can you really blame him?
Why were you losing your mind? What happened?
Oh, it's just one of those days. I feel like you have to have those days. Where I think I could lose it today.
Every day?
Yeah.
Almost. Well,
I usually have one about once every week and a half. Usually I keep it pretty positive.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
But sometimes you got to, I don't let it loose. But I usually get better material out of those days.
Yeah, that. Actually, yeah, it's nice to get on the mic. Your mic was fun the other night. That was good. The Blue Bonnet.
On the St. Patty's Day?
Are we allowed to say that again?
St. Patty's Day, Mike. Yeah, they told me not to promote it, but we're going to still promote it. Blue Bonnet every Monday night down there, 457 South Broadway, Denver, Colorado. 8020 something. Yeah, great mic. 7 to 9.
There's some construction around the front.
A lot of construction. I don't think we should talk about that. The construction's easy. You guys will be fine. Just come on out and we'll see you there. We'll see you there. I'll buy you I'll buy you all some chips and salsa. Maybe play your cards right, a couple soap beers.
Yeah,
but probably
even the guy that works there will help make you laugh.
Oh man, we got a guy that works there. He's my protege. He's really doing hot stuff. His name Brendan Richardson. He's doing good stuff. We're going to get him. He's going to be the hottest comic in Denver here in a couple of years. He's going to be the Tracy Morgan of East Coast
white guys.
Yeah, white guys. Yeah, let's take a racial, John.
I don't usually see color, but he has a certain scent, like a white guy. He's got that white guy scent.
He smells like privilege. Is what it is.
He smells like a privileged white man. Smells like someone that uses a good deodorant.
He smells like the ability to afford health care.
Yeah. That too. He's young.
He's good. He's out on the scene. 17 mean.
Yeah. So we probably can't even talk about him because he's not of age.
No, we can't. And we didn't get his. He actually he didn't email us back either with the consent form. So
he doesn't exist.
A lot of emails going out on the Comedy Kennel. Not a lot coming back.
Not a lot coming in. Yeah.
We
should probably give you guys an email address.
But what's our email address, John?
I don't think we have one for the people yet. We can tell them, and then the emails,
people
when they send them,
can send us handwritten letters. You can send us handwritten letters to 1105 Sherman Street.
Info at thecomedykennel.com.
Okay.
That works.
I think better than giving my home address out.
Yeah, if you want to send an actual personal letter,
send some art. Send some dog art that you got.
Send something. Don't send a letter if you're not including brownies or something. That's
John loves brownies, guys. Yeah. If anybody wants to, maybe email us, give this guy some brownies.
Yeah.
I think he deserved it. We did this podcast,
gift certificates
for you, so maybe you do something for him, i.e., make a pan of brownies. That's where you're supposed to hop in right afterwards.
For the brownies, yeah.
Because Johnny loves the brownies.
I love the brownies. So what else do we promise the people? Wasn't there other stuff we were gonna?
We're gonna do enter for the hand drawn picture of your dog.
The hand drawn. Yeah, send info at the Comedy Kennel.
He's gonna send your name and a picture of your dog, and we're gonna do
and
raffle
gender
system.
Because they're pretty specific. They're
gender. My pictures show no gender because I try not to think that gender exists as a space.
I see no smells or gender.
I see not the dog that is attacking my microphone right now.
Yeah, that dog's obviously a girl.
My dog didn't get a walk today. He's not happy about it. He's a
little feisty. Oh,
kind
the clipped ears.
Machine.
I got a story for a clipped ear. This is weird.
Coming out 20 minutes later with a clipped ear story and nothing before?
It wasn't on the outline.
Coming
so
at the back end?
So my parents have a Brussels Griffon. You know what that is? It's a little...
Is that a guy that does graffiti in Brussels?
It's like a little frou-frou dog. And it's cute. I mean, it's a good-looking dog. It's named Lulu. Mm-hmm. And they got it from a breeder, but they didn't want to. They wanted to get it from the ASPCA or wherever in New York. And they ended up getting this dog, and then a week after they got the dog, then they ended up, getting contacted by the ASPCA. They didn't need two dogs. But anyway, the breeder didn't want them to show the dog or take it to whatever that dog show we keep talking about.
The Westminster
Dog Show. Yes. And so they actually put a stitch.
They're totally not going to
in its ear
now. God darn it, we got a shot.
They put a stitch in the dog's ear.
Oh, really?
So it stands up. Like one ear flops down, the other
because that's the cute ear.
Up. Yeah, I don't know, but that's what the breeder did. People do that.
But sometimes when the fierce competition comes and people do what they do to have to win, I'm not condoning it. I don't think it's right, but I understand why people do it because in the heat of competition, it's not. They don't think it's bad. They think it's what needs to be done.
Yeah, I think someone should write a song about it and not ceremony.
Maybe we get Ultra Sex Laser on that.
Ultra Sex Laser, yeah. It's
not a terrible name, guys. It is a brilliant name, and they're going to be writing the theme song for our show, which we should have for you next week.
Yeah.
To replace the theme music that we have right now, which is the Hoot and Hollers out of Columbia, Missouri.
Yeah, but if they could also do some sort of
unlicensed, they didn't say I could use it.
Yep. Yeah. If they could do some sort of bit about because they do some twisted, strange, concepted songs. If concepted is a word.
I'm going with it. Yeah,
I think maybe if I use the right emphasis on the right syllables. Then,
we're Saturday Night Live and up here.
So I think if they wrote a song about the fact that the people that are rescuing the dogs or doing whatever, they're crazy.
Yeah.
Not the rescue people, but the breeders and the people that are doing it wrong.
The real sickos.
The people that dump their dog off because it possibly might need some sort of surgery or something. This dog here, Bubba.
My dog's crushing it right now.
Yeah, he is.
Making me discipline on the clock right now.
I wish we had a video.
That's what it's all about.
This dog's dancing.
These days we get the green screen set up, I could be disciplining my dog on Mars. You know what I mean? And that would be great for all of us.
Yeah.
First of all, because we need to colonize Mars, and second of all, because I love green screens.
I'm going to calculate seconds.
Oh, dude. Oh, no, we're shutting her down here in a second. Yeah, I think it's time. I think we did it,
I think we got enough time here.
Oh, no, we failed. I think everybody. Hold on one second. Let me check. Is everybody out there okay with us shutting her down? I did not hear any people say no. I heard a lot of yeses from the back of the room. But thank you all for joining us for this week of the edition of the Comedy Kennel. I have been Matt Wayman.
I've been John Wilkins,
and we have loved doing this for you. We'll be back next week with some hot new topics.
Yes.
And we're going to lovely new
maybe even better
conversation points. We're going to have a new microphone. Hopefully, we get a guest on here one of these days.
Yeah, we do. We do need guests. But there are interviews like you.
Yeah, we got some stuff scheduled. We got a lot coming at you.
The funny thing is, we're saying this at the end of the show, but I'm going to put them into the middle of the show.
That's what we're doing now.
I'm thanking people for staying tuned to listen to something they already
this guy
listened to.
He's doing the editing work for you. Give it up for real. John's doing the work for you.
I'm going to edit this back further.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be in the beginning. I'm going to be talking to you. This is going to be second 3.
Yeah. We're going to Benjamin Buttons this. We're going the wrong way.
I just hope that I can Brad Pitt it, if you know what I mean. And by that, I mean marry a woman and
then marry another one.
Marry another woman that has more children.
Yeah, like both of them have a lot of kids.
I think it was a kids thing.
That's not even a topic.
But more importantly, guys, we're shutting it down. We're signing off. We're not getting into the celebrity gossip, even though we want to. You know, we've tried a lot, but it hasn't worked. That podcast was shut down by the FCC. But yeah, so we would love to have you guys come back next week and just give us a listen. We're going to be here every week. We're going to be doing the Lord's work for you.
Yeah, the Lord.
Saving the dogs.
It's
and helping out the kennels.
Yeah, helping the kennels. We're helping the kennels, the dogs, and the rescues.
Thank you guys so much.
We'll help a vet, I'm pretty sure, at some point.